Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording of Dishonored. Let us continue. So we're doing the Knife of Dunwall DLC. We're trying to find the furnace of the man who dreams to be king. And we're back in a location where Timish, the lawyer, is. I don't believe he is the man who dreams to be king, if I was to guess. We went an hour and 10 minutes in the last recording, hoping that perhaps that would be the solution would be more obvious. Draw cruelty. Cruelty is not a card, I do not believe, in the tarot deck. If I was just a guess. So we're trying to run around here, and run is the right phrase. We need to, like, the problem that's happening is that more guys seem to be showing up too. If it seems like that's the case, at least. So I'm doing the whole dark eyes thing. Looking around here. Is there an apartment or something on this side that we could enter? Doesn't look like there is. This seems strange. I'm wondering if the place we need to go. Smoke is coming off that. Ritual location. Place tarot card. We did it. And we get a rune. 6 of 7 runes have been found. So, to the waterfront district we go now. Since we started here and we were just kind of wrapping up, it wouldn't surprise me for a second if we end this level pretty soon here. We need to just go talk to the daughter. Let's see. To the legal district waterfront. Return to the legal district waterfront to speak with Talia. Alright. So, what are we on runes? We have both agility increased. Shadow kill is kind of pointless, even if I got it to a 2nd level to kill everything. Vitality, I guess, is the better one to spend on. We might as well get shadow kill too while we're here. Maybe I should put something into bloodthirsty. I haven't ever used that, and the way I end up playing these games, it might be a smarter move to actually use it. Let's go over here and talk to Billy.
I saw Talia. She's waiting where she said she'd be.
Now, Oddly, I think I'm gonna miss a collectible here unless she gives it to me. Unless she gives me the collectible where that there's like one rune here I just don't have. Maybe there will be a little bit more to it than this is already turned off, so I can just go to the docks.
The legal district and or waterfront areas. If seen, inform an officer of the watch immediately.
Now I guess I could swim, but I think it would be smarter to walk around this section just in case my dark vision does give me something to see. There's Talia right there, and I see something. Wait, here. There's a rune right there. Let's go get that before we beat the game, beat the level, potentially beat the DLC.
The individual who murdered Barrister Arnold King is believed to be still at large in this area.
No, that's not gonna get me to where I want to go. This way. It's probably in the Hatter district. We barely looked at any of that. Traps. Can't carry any more of whatever that is. Still this way. There we go. So we'd come here before. Take all those coins.
Believed to be still at large in this area. If seen, inform an
So where is that last collectible? It's here somewhere. I know it is. I think it's low down. So does this go downward? Why is this rune so far away? It's like way over there. Go. Drink a little water. Get our mana back up. It's still over there. We need. How do I get to that stuff? Well, if I just open the door, that might work. Pick up some Sokolov. Health things. Would this get us back the way we want. Can I get through if I go up higher? I keep sliding unintentionally. Here we go. More food. A window. A doorway. And that collectible though is over here. It is really over here. It is way over here. It approaches this chain and there we go. Climb down. Drop. It's right on the other side of the wall, or is it hidden back behind it? There you go, 7 of 7 runes found. So, the question we want to do here is find out if we can just blink and swim. No. Seems like we cannot swim. There's a wall of some sort. Stop it. Alright. Fine. Up we go. We are going to get up here and then we are going to attempt to blink and run as fast as possible. Just to get to Talia.
The individual who
I don't believe there's anybody around here left.
Huh?
Whatever. There's somebody.
Be advised, the individual who murdered Barrister Arnold Tick is believed to be still at large.
Now, are there any more collectibles? I don't think there are. So, we're good. I think we're set. Let's talk to Talia.
Your uncle is dead. This is his will, as agreed.
Uncle's dead. I've killed now, haven't I? My, how odd that feels. But you were promised information. Well, my uncle came under Delilah's spell. He was obsessed with her. Everyone knew she'd been a servant of the tower before she studied under Sokolov. She was a painter, an artist. Beneath my family's class, for certain. My uncle became infatuated. But he looked older. Made us keep candles lit all night. He was afraid of the dark. One night we all went to Waverly Boyle's for a seance. It was an amusement. We didn't know what we were doing. I thought only the dead appeared at seances. But suddenly Delilah was in the room with us. My uncle nearly died of terror. She was there, but not there. We saw her as if she was very far away, standing in the old Brigmore Manor, painting at an easel, painting a name. It was your name, Daud. That's all I know. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Most of that I already knew. So, let's see. We could buy summon an assassin, that might be fun. At least. Summon allies to join our combat. Sure, why not? And that's our only option as far as things. It's just to exit to the story. So I want to go ahead and just make another save and see if I can kill her. Okay! I guess there was no reason not to kill her. My choice, I suppose. Stalked her.
So much for the good barrister. He had it coming, though. Men like him can never trust anyone. His own niece turned on him. Are you ready to go?
Sure, let's go. So,
Let's go home.
I made an interesting choice there. So, that's eminent domain, and we finished this in 16 minutes, which means that if I had continued playing... Oh no. We missed a bone charm. Let's see. If we replay the mission, we can't do that. So now I want to go back and get that bone charm since we've been finding all the others. We killed 38, we killed 2 civilians, we set off 4 alarms, 14 bodies were found, we completed Granny's recipe, we killed General Turnbull. I don't remember doing that, but apparently we did. We raided all of Timish's chests, we spoke with Delilah. Daud's hideout. Delilah is a powerful witch who leads a coven that has moved into the ruins of the Brigmore Manor. You've returned to your hidden base in the flooded district to plan your next move.
Jessamine Caldwell's hands were all that was holding this city together. With her dead, this city was a fast disintegrating web of guardsmen, overseers, nobles, weepers. Maybe this was the world the outsider was trying to show me all along. For years, I'd held together a shadowy band of ex-mercenaries, street kids, and refugees through discipline and a bit of black magic. On the fringes of a city that ate up innocence and weakness. Maybe today was the end of that small world. I thought of Jessamine Caldwell's hands shuddering as she lost her grip on life. Whatever doom was coming, I deserved it. My people didn't.
So we got some new upgrades. Now, I might be able to load back into the last load and try and find that bone thing, but on second thought, no. I just have to say no to that because we have no favors for this one. We ran through both of those areas twice and I could not find it, so I don't see a real reason to go further. Bolt capacity 1, sleep dart capacity, sleep dart capacity 2, bone charm capacity 3. Let's see. We could buy more elixirs. Let's see if we can get improved armor, bolt capacity, bolt capacity. I think that works. So yeah, after having spent probably about 2 hours, it feels like, on those last 2 areas, I think the answer is just, yeah, there's no reason in my mind that could justify going back and looking some more. we've got plenty of other bone charms and stuff to find. So let's start here.
Master Daud, we've been attacked by overseers. The base is lost. The men are scattered, some captured by the overseers, and their leader is in your chambers as we speak. If we can regroup and take out their leader, I believe we can still drive them back.
I want to know how the bastards found us in the first place.
Wow, this level certainly is leading me to believe that they're setting us up for a big fight. Yeah. How do we get out of this place? Through this chain? So, I believe we're going up. And we can see these people. There's a bone charm right there. I can't shoot them, unfortunately.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Indeed, I believe so.
So, we're sneaking back in to our own place, feels like. Shame I couldn't get more capacity upgrades. Here's the guy. So we're setting off high chaos situations here. Stop it. Stop moving.
We'll find it.
So there's one that's like right there. So
We know you're here. Let my hands not be restless.
Check under everything.
I'll feed you. We know you're here.
We know you're here. Feed your
They have these masks on. Now that's causing a problem. Bullets. Just die. Man, these don't die easy. There we go. So refill that. We knew this was going to be a big fight pretty much from the beginning. And I knew I was going to do badly. You kind of see the pattern that it seems like it would have been feasible. To eat some of this. Where is it? One room down. Here is our map again, which is the same area.
This map shows a coordinated sweep of the flooded district, but the overseers here didn't stick to the plan. Someone must have.
Let's see, what else? Let's get these collectibles and we'll deal with the Captain's assassin later. There's one, and there's several. Let's capture the assassin. Oh. Whoa, let's take care of that.
My hands are bound. Untie me. Okay. I'll watch for your sign.
Let's try the summon assassin help. There we go.
Someone get over here.
There we go. Okay, so freeing an assassin is your assassin friends is a good move. It's pretty obvious that that would have been a good move if I had read the right label of it and known it said captured assassin and not captain assassin. I would have always gone to that. Bone charm is 26 meters. It's up here. I don't think I can get up there. There is an achievement I do want to point out though, and I don't think we're going to get it, where you can assassinate somebody down here from the statue of the Empress, which is slightly interesting. Here's a bone charm right there. Wow. Bone charm, captured assassin. Here.
If he comes back, I'll
Let's see if we can shoot this guy in the back when he turns around. Now if I'm zoomed in,
Why is no one making rounds over here? Look out. We got someone skulking around.
hit him in the shoulder.
You think you're being quiet?
Darn it.
Our sisters in the oracular voice. I know you're here.
Thank you. I'll await your signal.
Alright, dark vision. We got bone charm down here. We'll take those bullets. 7 more meters down. There's another dead assassin. Another bone charm. There we go. Let's take a moment to see what we've got new. Potions give you moderately more mana. I will take that. We'll take that. Let's see. Robust. Drinking from the faucets. I would never take that one off. Killing rats gives you some adrenaline. We'll take that out. I want to get bloodthirsty. I've never used bloodthirsty. Allows you to build up adrenaline by blocking attacks, performing assassination, inflicting melee damage. Once your adrenaline is maxed up, move close to any enemy and press Y for an instant fatality. Interesting. There's a rune there. Just gonna capture the assassin this way. Let's see.
Things are bad. The city is
What? Impossible. Stop this nonsense. Focus on the task at hand.
Victory letter.
Enough! Someone get over here!
So he was sitting there talking to
Bring him.
That's not gonna work. The bullets. You know what? How about just a regular old grenade?
Whiskey for...
Clear the line. What?
Where is he? Where is he?
It's going down.
There we go. So, took a a lot of effort to get to that point. Just pick up everything we can pick up. There should be, I believe, a rune up there. Alright. Blew up a bunch of them. We will take this rune from his lockbox. I am not having great time trying to figure out how to get these shock mines and arc mines to all work. All kinds of books we can pretend to read, which I bet they're repeats if I was to guess. I bet they're repeats of the main game. We have 2 captured assassins to deal with now. If there was only an enemy here. But I can't. I can't convince anything to show up. So there's a captured assassin that way, there's a captured assassin this way. Let's So that's ideally what I would have tried to do. Look at that jump.
This is a waste. These ones.
So it might have been.
I'll await your signal.
It may have been a much better and smoother playthrough if I had freed all of the assassins first. Look at that jump. Man, that is straight up way too good of a jump. That is a ridiculously high jump. It's hard to even keep control of it. So if I had known those guys were there, I might have been able to convince some of them to follow me. Yeah, Sokolov. Then I might have been able to do the assassination from the statue. Maybe. Doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to make sure there isn't a...
We got a prowler on the loose.
There's a bone charm. And all this.
Stop! I see you.
So how do I get over here? Let's see. Doesn't look like there's a way over that way. maybe I have to go inside the building. There is probably a significant amount of that building I haven't looked through. Let's just run over here and grab some more pickups. Could always use some more pickups, I'm sure. Just for fun. I'll knock this guy out.
This one's done. There isn't any fight left in him.
So now that he stopped
No
playing,
wonder they keep.
I can just do
Shadows.
something like
They're
this.
nothing in a stand-up.
Damn! Someone get over here!
Thank you. I'll await your signal.
Bone charm right here. This. What is this? New bone charm. Water of life drinking from the fountains recharges a small amount of your health. I will certainly take that. What should I take off? Potions. Your speed is boosted. We're not using that. Swing your sword moderately faster. We'll take off Robust because I don't think that is needed. Alright. Where? Take all these bolts while we're here. Do we have all the collectibles? Like, that one is my assassin. And is there nothing else? This whole section seems to be blocked off. Nothing more collectible. Let's see. Assassin, hold to carry. Assassin, loot. One of these guys is just unconscious. Let's try this. So we have an overseer here that's unconscious. Let's blink over here and put him down. He's unconscious still. Now fill up. Gonna go ahead and spend the health here. There we are. Where is he? Is that his body right there? go ahead and save the game and see if we can pull off this achievement here. No, his body's right there. So, here we go. No, you can't do it. Forget that. Forget that. So, that kind of sucks. My recommendation would be to try to get that achievement as fast as possible early into the gameplay.
What is your will?
Capture the remaining overseers. Let's capture them.
Capture as many as you can. Their plans are ruined.
Master Daud.
So regroup with the assassins. Drink a little bit of water to get mana and health up now. That is nice. What is with the hole here? Is that where you put your toilet paper? No, I wouldn't suspect that toilet paper exists if you're still using chamber pots and such. There we go.
Give me a report.
The Overseer leader will be questioned when he regains consciousness. After you freed our men, they routed the remaining Overseers. We control the Commerce Building again. They were planning a larger assault, but this group of Overseers attacked early, without the others from the Abbey.
Where's Lurk?
I'm here. I was held up. The Overseers had us trapped. They've... Oh. You.
Yes. Me. Everything is falling into place. Though I'd hoped the Overseers would be capable of finishing you in one try. Overseer Hume was just a little too ambitious. Fortunately, I still have one card left to play. Lurk?
Sorry, Daud. But you knew this was coming. Even if you didn't think it was so soon. You've been slipping. Ever since the Empress died. It's my time now.
Your little empire's fallen to bits. Your men are dead in the streets, and our dark-eyed friend has lost interest in helping you.
Quiet, Delilah. You're right. But I'm going to show respect. Daud, blades out. We'll do this properly.
Okay. So, where is she? Ah, I can't even see her. She's invisible. Guess dark vision is needed. So, our friend here has been plotting against us. Where is she? Let's see. What if we tried this? Summon an assistant. Back up here. So he thinks we've been slipping because we didn't want powerful enough.
My work is complete.
Alright. So we beat her.
I knew it would come to this, Daud. It's our nature.
So we can't apparently knock her out by choking. Let's see if we can do this. Spared. Billy Lork.
You once told me Billy Lurk was your finest pupil. Fast and strong with a sharp mind. It's no accident she was the only woman you ever trained. And she proved even more ruthless and deceptive than you thought. But she was no match for you. This is why, in a city of horrors, parents will scare their children with the legend of Daud, the Knife of Dunwall, who never chose sides, who preyed on the city's lords, who never swore fealty, who brought down overseers, once even an empress. I wonder what the final chapter will be. What happens to scary monsters in the end?
So it wouldn't surprise me if this is the end of the DLC. It seems a little short, a little abrupt. There was definitely probably going to be more, and I suspect that this section might have been in the main game too. Having the overseers attack the flooded district when you wouldn't have had to change too much to let Corvo play that section. But yeah, that was really abrupt as far as Billy betraying us. We haven't. I mean, you just can't have a DLC piece this short with introduce new characters, make us fall in love with those characters, and then feel actually betrayed by them. So, anyways, we did the search. We killed 26. We left 11 that were found. High chaos. We spared Billy. We rescued all our assassins, and we eliminated all the overseers armed with music boxes. We got 2 of the 2 runes, 3 of the 3 bone charms. There were no overseer shrines and no coins in that entire level. I mean, that's got to tell you something right there, that there wasn't a single coin in this level. Maybe that's because this is the end and picking up coins wouldn't help you. Maybe it's because they just ran out of time. Let's hit continue and see what happens. We have to anyways. We've only been going about 52 minutes. Yep, that's it. Credits. We had 2 opportunities to spare our main targets. I suppose we could have spared the other guy too. Yeah, we had 3 targets really. So 3 levels, as it were, for the DLC. There were only 9 in the main game, and these 3 were a little too varied in their distance too, as far as just how long that took. Notice on the credits there, it scrolled up a little bit to show you the next set. That is very odd, the way this is artistically depicting the 3 images or 2 images there and scrolling up some more. I don't know what it's doing. Is this some custom endings? I don't know. It's not getting explained through any voiceover or anything, so. Of course, we couldn't fight Corvo or see what happens in the main game, because this needs to be able to run regardless of what happened in the main game and regardless if they'd even played the main game. So they introduced Delilah, so it's not going to be a huge surprise that you pretty much will figure it out as soon as you see the image of the Brigmore witches, that Delilah is part of that. Also, this DLC was really just setting up the Brigmore witches. So what you have to assume here is that the outsider said only 8 people bore his mark, but we've seen way more than 8 people being able to do some of that magic stuff. every single assassin can do the magic, it seems like. So is Delilah gonna be one that bears the mark? Maybe. Is we know Daud bore it. We know Corvo bears it. So there's probably 3 people right there: Daud, Corvo, and Delilah. If any more are named or mentioned, it would probably be too much. That leaves only 5 more that you could mention or try to add to the story as far as sequels goes. Not that that really matters, because as long as the outsider is still in existence, whatever existence he is in, he could more than likely add more marks to as many more people as he wanted. So that's not a big issue. Overall, I liked the Knife of Dunwall. The levels were more difficult. If they had shown up somewhere past the halfway mark of the main game and been integrated into the DLC and just been extra levels that Corvo played, I would have done better. I would have had an easier time with it. Fighting the butchers in particular was really, really difficult, because you just could not sword fight those guys without taking a lot of damage. The other characters in the game are pretty much characters that we had already fought in the main story, so there was no real change there. The final battle here came way too abruptly. You could have done a little bit better writing on there if instead of Delilah showing up, what should have happened is you found some piece of evidence that implicated Billy immediately, and then you would just turn to her in shock and disbelief as she's pulling out the sword, and you're right into the fight right there. Or you turn around and see she's about to stab you in the back. An actual literal stabbing in the back versus the figurative stabbing in the back that we got here. I wonder if the ending might have changed a little bit if I'd played more dishonorably. Maybe she would have stabbed me in the back and I would have started with half life. That's not a terrible thought as a way to do the final battles. Just have me defeat halfway towards death before it even starts. There's a lot of voice actors getting mentioned here. I like that. It's just, wow. I don't know. Maybe these voice actors only did one person's voice. You would think they would have done more, because games in 2016 don't feel like they have this many voice actors. And I just have no idea. I have no idea why the credits are going so long. It's kind of a shame we didn't get a slightly better outsider ending, but I don't know what he could really say. He could have mentioned what happens with the wailing and what happens with the rest of them. It seems like killing the daughter that hired me to kill her father did not change the ending at all. But also it feels like even if I was the cruelest of the cruel, you still wouldn't be able to avoid Billy betraying you. So 1, 2, 3. You have a captain of industry, eminent domain, and the surge. For our mission stats, we can look at that. If all of Dishonored had been kind of separated out into smaller 2-part sections like this, it would have gone a lot better, because the longest one was Captain of Industry, and that was really only 2 areas, Every single one of these was only 2 areas except for the Surge, which was only 1 area. And when you're only playing those couple of areas, it's easy to really think about coming back here and doing it. So if I really wanted to get like the no kills and set off no alarms achievement for the DLC, which is separate, I think I might actually be able to pull that off. Again, there's no like New Game Plus or anything, so if I just hit continue here, it's just gonna take me back to where I last saved. So, like, so no real point there. Again, I can try and assassinate this guy, but it doesn't work. Ah, darn it. Exit the Knife of Dunwall. There we go. It definitely adds something to it. It kind of... It's worth its money, but Dishonored was a little short by itself. And it had a few problems. I would like to see in Dishonored 2 maybe the Knife of Dunwall and all the main story, if there was a game that was of that length. That's how I'd like to see probably Dishonored 2 be as long as the main story, the Dunwall City Trials, which are nothing, so they can be left out completely, and I definitely want to see them left out. And then the length of the Knife of Dunwall. So I'd like to see probably 15 levels in Dishonored 2 versus the 9 in the main story, and the 3 here, and probably the 3 for the Brigmore Witches. So the Brigmore Witches now opens an interesting thought, because we won't be playing, I think, as an assassin unless we play as Billy. And maybe we will, and that would explain and be the easiest way to solve that. But if we don't play as Billy and you just play as a witch, then you're only going to have magical abilities, and if that is the case, then you certainly are going to have some trouble with relearning things. So we could do new game now, since we've beaten it, and play the Master Assassin, but I would never do that. There's definitely some difficulty problems. Even playing on easy, I was falling to my death. This really is one of those games that that you have to save a lot, and that's just not what people want anymore. We don't want games where we have to save and load all the time. Anywho, that's it for the Knife of Dunwall. Pretty good expansion. I liked it. If you're gonna play Dishonored and you want more, definitely play the Knife of Dunwall. Would it be helpful to play the Knife of Dunwall first? Not really, because those levels are definitely harder, and that would just frustrate people. But I'd definitely play it before the Brigmore Witches, because obviously the story kind of is centered around that. And we are definitely not experiencing it as well as the people who originally played Dishonored, because they would have played the Knife of Dunwall and been introduced to that story before the third DLC came out, the Brigmore Witches, which kind of spoils some stuff. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.